Senator Murphy is such an insufferable moron who always has the wrong takes on everything, worries about the wrong stuff all the time. Usually it's just him expressing his extreme TDS that he loves suffering from. And what's even more frustrating is that A, he's an embarrassment from my state, Connecticut. You know, we got him and Lamont. Like, wow, we're doing great. We also got that stupid purple haired lady that's a representative. Like, this state is just doing awesome with their picks for who's supposed to represent us. And B, it's frustrating that he's popular. Popular in the sense of how he makes it on all these shows like this. He went on Meet the Press. He's on there. He's on Colbert. He's on this. He's on that. He's always on something, whining about dumb nonsense. And, like, oh, he's just so insufferable. He's on the level of, like, Tim Walz, Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris. This dickhead. Yeah, I'm standing in the way to block you because... But anyways, now he's on another absolutely useless waste of time. Hey, let me cry about something that doesn't matter. Trying to talk about how he's going to, I don't know, issue articles of impeachment for Trump. Like, yep, here we go. And this time it's all because of ICE. First off, what is so impeachable about ICE, regarding Trump? ICE is a well-established federal agency. It's not like Trump made this up and, oh, this is unconstitutional or something. It's always been there. Maybe everyone else was a little lax with it and he's a little bit more open with his use, but he ain't doing anything out of the realm of what he can do with that organization. Second off, if this has anything to do with Renee Good in that situation, that has nothing to do with Trump. If anything, go after Tom Homan. He's the leader of ICE, and I'm not even saying that he should be impeached or anything. Just if you want to be a little crybaby, just have a conversation with him. Like, why are you going after Trump for? That's like if you go to a Walmart and the store manager there is rude to you, so you want to fire the CEO of Walmart. Like, what? But not only that, ICE is doing just fine. They're doing what they were supposed to do. The situation that happened to Renee is 100% on her. If she didn't act like an idiot and resist federal agents and try to run one over, nothing would have happened to her. If she was a normal person who had a job and went to work that morning instead of trying to protest and be in the way and obstruct ICE from doing their job, nothing would have happened to her. So now we're going to impeach Trump because she was an idiot? Seriously? Also, what has impeachments taught these idiots? Clearly nothing. They've done it twice now. Now they want to do it a third time. And it's gotten nowhere. Not only was he twice impeached, and then they did all their fraud nonsense for the next 4 years trying to get him to be a felon and all this. And then what happened? He won the presidency again. Like, wow, your guys' efforts, they did a lot. Yep, good thing you did all that. So now let's do it again for a third time. Oh, 3 times must be the charm, right? Now it's going to happen. Now he'll get impeached. The irony, too, is Democrats are the first to always cry about, oh, we need to protect our democracy. Our democracy is at risk. Our democracy is at stake. Always specifically using that word, too, democracy. We don't have a democracy. We have a constitutional republic. You know what a democracy truly is? It's every single person has a say. Well, our country is way too big for every single person to have a say on every single issue. Hence why we elect people that are supposed to represent us. That way then there's a much smaller collection of individuals who can have a say that's supposed to be on behalf of us. So it's a constitutional republic, not a democracy. But regardless, they're the first to cry about that. Well, what happened with the situation with Trump? Oh yeah, that's right. He beat Kamala by 3 million votes. He won all the swing states. People strongly supported him, voted for him, and wanted him to be in office. Also, the people that did vote for him and such, again, had a majority, in comparison to Kamala. They still strongly support him. I ought to know. This was the first election I ever voted in, and I voted for him, and I'm still satisfied with him in the office. And I don't have any regrets. I don't have any, oh, man, I wish he wouldn't do this. So far, nothing. Everything's been great. So my point is a democratic process happened. People made their voice heard, chose a candidate, and now these dickheads, this moron, wants to try to make that guy lose his job that majority of the citizens voted for? Really? Is that democratic to you? I also find it ironic, too, how it's always the Democrats that want to do this crap as soon as they can. Ever since Trump's been president. Biden was a horrible president. Biden 100% deserved to be impeached for many different things, whether it's his decaying mental stats. Actually, that's not even impeachment. He should have 25th Amendment should have been invoked, but of course no. But there's the fraud with China and his son and all that. The drugs that were found in the White House. Anything you could have picked. That guy gave us lots to choose from. Did anybody threaten impeachment though? No, because impeachment is supposed to be for extreme situations, like Nixon and Watergate scandal. That was an extreme situation. Not, oh, ICE is doing their job. Oh, we gotta impeach this guy. Really? And then also, again, I find it ironic because not only did Trump win the popular vote and all this, absolutely dominates all the swing states, everything. Nobody wanted Kamala. I mean, who would? She's brain dead. She couldn't speak at all for herself. She needs a strong team behind her to dictate everything that she's supposed to say and do and where she's supposed to be and all this. She couldn't go to Joe Rogan because, oh, I can't sit there and freestyle 3 hours and I'm not doing it in your studio. You need to come to me and all this. So, yeah, she was a terrible candidate anyways. But regardless, like, not only did people strongly support him and vote for him, but he's been doing excellently. He's been doing a lot. He's like the only president ever who doesn't just maintain the status quo. Every single other president is just like, oh, they speak a big game, and then when they get into office, I'm just going to do exactly the same as what everybody does. I'm not going to change anything. Trump speaks a big game and actually changes stuff, and it's like, whoa, this is cool. This is what a real president does? All right, awesome. Let's have more of this. Yet Dick Brain over here thinks that we should be impeaching him. Okay. The thing I also find funny is, again, Trump is doing what we want and doing more and constantly and always delivering and doing a great job. What's he do? What do you do? Huh? What do you do? Besides nothing. All he does is go on TV to whine about Trump constantly. What have you done? Oh, I bet you had no problem whining about, oh, we need more affordable health care. Oh, this nonsense that I can try to grandstand about. Have you offered any solutions at all? Or do you just cry about them all the time? Let me guess, he just cries. I bet you he's offered nothing for a solution to the healthcare issue, nothing for anything to become more affordable. Democrats love talking about affordability. What have you offered for affordability? Nothing? Oh, I bet. If anybody should be impeached from their position, it's you, moron, because you don't do anything. You are worthless. You are terrible at your job. You suck in your position. All you do is grandstand and cry all the Democratic speaking points and put your full TDS on display every single day. You are useless. And this anger isn't because of anything like being like a weird hardcore Trump person, like, oh, you can't go after my Trumpy. It's more of just how I always see things. People, it's like at my job. There's people who absolutely suck at their job and they always get a pass. And yet the people who are good are the ones that have to deal with more. And they're the ones that get reprimanded and punished. And it's like, why am I the one getting all this put on me when these idiots can't do their job and you give them a pass every single day? And that's just like this. This moron does nothing. He doesn't do his job at all. And yeah, he's going to try to impeach somebody who's doing the best job that's been ever in the modern age? Why don't you step up a little bit and actually try to do something and set an example and prove why somebody else should be impeached instead of being an absolutely useless moron? No, you know what he did recently? His big thing recently that I just read was in Scotland, the town in Connecticut, wherever that is. It's just some random tiny town that probably only the residents that live there know anything about. Oh, he wants to consolidate the zip codes. I don't know how many zip codes there currently are, but he wants to make one zip code. Oh, wow. Good job. I'm glad that that's what you're working on. All these issues that could be being worked on, you're worried about zip codes in some random town. Oh, and you want to impeach the president because you personally don't like ICE because you think that illegals should be flooding the country and stealing our taxpayer dollars and harming our citizens and all this. Oh, good job. Congratulations. Congratulations, idiot. I hope you win another term. No, I don't. We need to get real people in the office who are going to actually do something and be valuable instead of worthless. You got him who's absolutely worthless. Ned is completely worthless too. Ned is just a little baby back bitch, to be blunt. That guy bends over backwards for the wrong things always. If it's some kind of democratic political situation to be in and it's going to score him brownie points, oh, he's all for it. Otherwise, he does nothing for this state. He's so useless. Geez, Gavin Newsom sucks, but at least Newsom does stupid things for his state. Ned does nothing for the state. Same as this moron. I don't know. I just want to rant about this idiot because I'm so sick and tired of seeing him on TV all the time, and then I see this crap and it's just annoying.